Business valuation in divorce. When you own a business or your spouse does, divorce brings a critical question that can reshape your entire financial future. In Chicago, where business owners range from solo practitioners to partners in multi-million-dollar firms, getting the valuation right becomes one of the most consequential parts of property division. Illinois courts divide marital property in just proportions under state law, and a business interest often represents the single largest asset in the marital estate. Illinois operates as an equitable distribution state, meaning courts divide marital property fairly rather than necessarily equally. Any property acquired by either spouse during the marriage is presumed to be marital property, and that presumption extends directly to business interests. If you started a company after the wedding, grew an existing business during marriage, or your spouse contributed to a business in any capacity, the court will likely need to determine its value. A business does not have to be sold for it to be divided. In most Chicago divorce cases, courts typically assign the business to one spouse and offset that value with other marital assets like retirement accounts, real estate, or cash. This approach requires an accurate valuation because an error of even a few percentage points can translate into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Appraisers in Illinois divorce cases generally rely on three recognized approaches to determine a business's fair market value. The income approach projects a business's future earnings and discounts them back to present value using a capitalization or discount rate. This method proves most effective for profitable businesses with consistent revenue, such as medical practices, professional firms, or established service companies. The market approach compares the subject business to similar businesses that have recently sold in comparable transactions. This method works best when reliable market data exists, though for many closely held Chicago businesses, comparable sales data can be quite limited. The asset-based approach calculates total business assets, including equipment, inventory, accounts receivable, and real property, then subtracts all liabilities. While this method is straightforward, it may undervalue a profitable, growing company because it does not account for future earning potential. Courts have emphasized that a thorough valuation should include fixed assets, properly aged accounts receivable, intangible assets like enterprise goodwill, and all business-related liabilities. Most business valuations in Chicago divorce cases involve one or more of these income, market, and asset-based approaches working together. The choice of method and the assumptions underlying each calculation can dramatically change the final valuation number and your financial outcome. Goodwill often becomes a highly contested issue in Chicago business valuation disputes, with Illinois law drawing critical distinctions in how it's treated. Contact Caesar and Bender, LLP at 312 236 1500, located at 150 North Michigan Avenue, #2130, Chicago, Illinois 60601, to discuss your business valuation case today.